Welcome to our topical discussion of today, and I'm so excited because this is Hustle Edition Part 2. Tulikuwa na part 1 ile time tulikuwa Mathare.
Oh, na kina Charlie, alikuwa
Musa Chalimtamu.
Musa Chalimtamu and Mike.
Yeah, it was a very good topic, and we are back again with part 2. So there's been this issue ya when corona ili come. I've been talking about corona every time. I think that is where we got to understand that education is not enough. Sindio? We really need to have a hustle hapo nyuma. So ni hustle gani youth wanaweza kubalance na wakiwa wanasoma at the same time?
Personally, I think as in from episode 1 tumeongelelea, there's a lot that people can do, especially as youth. Opportunities ni mingi, and there's a lot of things we can stand in. I mean, we know the conditions are not favorable, but one thing about youth is if you focus your energy on something, because to energy mob, you can be able to do it. So there are a lot to the handsman, to the digital media in eco side. I think things are so many. We can. It's just trying hard.
But I think we are always saying there are so many there. But how can we know the one that is perfect for you? How can we know indo inanifaa? Because si kila mtu wa digital media, si kila mtu anaweza enda afanye mechanics, si kila, we are gifted differently. So how do we know that I'm supposed to be here, this is what I'm supposed to be doing?
For me, talent, talent is God given. So definitely you'll know where your gift is. Right now, personally, you're doing a very different thing in school to what you're doing now.
Yes.
Yes. I'm also doing a very different thing in school to what I'm doing now. That means we are gifted in this area. And so to decide to put more pressure and more effort on it. So I think once you realize where your talent is and where you're gifted, you just put your pressure on it. Put your energy and focus on it, because eventually I think it will ripen.
So I kind of feel uwezi ambiwa what you can do. It's about you kujijua, you know. Like mimi kama Koi, I know what I love doing, where I am, as in what I do best, you know. I kind of feel when it comes to balancing school and hustle, unafaa utafute kitu uko comfortable doing, yenye haitaku overweigh. So I kind of feel it's you to know yourself. What do you love doing? What do you do best? Yeah, so I think hiyo ni wewe, huwezi ambiwa, ni wewe tu ujue.
That's right. Definitely.
Welcome to the trends, and I'm so excited. This is me, Karumba, with you on the trends. And I'm so excited to give you the trends for today. So to start with, it's about the Ntakufinya video. It has been trending, and recently tumejua it's a video that was it was an interview that took place 10 years ago. So there was Matendechere and Musyoka. Musyoka was the one who was saying akona kazi, Matendechere ni alikuwa anafinyana. So these guys met after 10 years kwa interview ya Jalas, and it was just, I don't know. So Jalas revealed that each of them will receive a brand new bicycle, and also he had secured a job for them. They will be a brand ambassadors each kwa maize flour advertisement. So we'll be seeing them soon. So that was so good. I mean, after seeing them and them training, at least finally they have something to do. So on our next trend is about Mulamwa. So recently on a question and answer session, a fan wa Mulamwa wanted to know how much Mulamwa pays for his rent. So the fan asked, unalipa nyumba dungapi? And he replied, 9K too. So yeah, so Mulamwa pays 9,000 for his rent. That is something we did not know. And our next and our last trend is on Akothe. Recently, Akothe said he's going to take a fan of hers for a dinner, simply because this fan aliweka picha yake kwa gari yake. The fan was called Joseph. So ameweka picha ya Akothe kwa gari yake, and Akothe was so thrilled, and she said, I love you right back, Joseph. This is a message enough to carry me through 2021. Let's have a dinner date. You carry me in your car. That is what she wrote. That was so sweet of her, and I hope the dinner date will be something, I don't know, something great for Joseph. So that has been all for our trends this week. Remember to stay tuned and meet me on our next episode as I give you more trends. So you as Richard, you know, you're in school and you're still working. So is it favorable for you? una feel aje? Will you, if you were taken back, ungeamua kukaa shule kwanza alafu you work later?
I will never even dream of that. In a shule, then what am I doing? Staying at my parents' house? What if somebody doesn't have somebody to stay in at kwa nyumba yake? So I think for me, no, I will not advise anybody to just stay like that at hakuna kitu unafanya and ati unasoma tu. But I think up next we are having somebody who will talk about this. I will really say
I'm so excited. Karibu niwaambie ni nani. So
don't spoil it.
Okay. So guys, we are having the hype talk. This is something you never ever want to miss. So stay tuned and find out who we have.
Wahesh, welcome back to the HYP'D Talk. And we'll say this is episode number 10. First of all, thank you so much for continuing to tune in. Now today, this HYP'D Talk is about to be special because Leo hapa hivi, Leo I got you. Because the secrets we're about to get from the one and only, the Pluto. Now, Pluto, before tuendelee, ngote wase hapa hivi.
Yeah, waseni ya jeni, mzee minaito the Pluto. Yes, kama umesikia the one and only.
Sasa Pluto, sasa tuambie the Pluto litoka wapi? The Pluto ndo jina ama kuna jina ingine?
Okay, my official name ni Robert Ndegwa Kamau. Yes, I'm Ndegwa, so I'm a Kikuyu, but I identify myself as a Kenyan who is a Muslim. Yes.
Na the Pluto litokea wapi?
The Pluto, you know, is a name that means death and rebirth. See, if I give you my history, of which I'll not give today, sikuwa natumia jina Pluto kitambo, nilikuwa natumia Ndegwa Kamau. But then it reaches a time unasemanga enough is enough, na tunasemanga change is inevitable. So Pluto means death and rebirth. Yes.
That's a deep one. Now as we proceed, we know you as a lot of things. Now briefly explain to us the Pluto as a person, ni nani na anafanyanga nini?
The Pluto ni kijana, just some nigga with a smartphone.
Just that.
Just some random guy.
Just some random guy. So nakuwa tunakuonanga in the fashion industry, in the modeling industry, in the online industry. Sasa nataka kutupatia sasa a brief explanation on what makes the Pluto now as a person.
So basically, mi uchapa kazi za online, mi uchapa hizo kazi zenye zote unasema. But of late sijakuwa nikifanya fashion. Unajua mi naambianga my youths, it's always good to try many things out, kwa sababu you do not know manze future yako inalai wapi. Me started with fashion, but then came to realize that fashion was not my thing. So of late I haven't been doing fashion, nimekuwa nikifanya hustles zingine hapa na pale.
Na hustles zingine hapa na pale ni including your online umesema.
Online business nimechapa kutoka 2016.
Na nini ilikufanya ujitrigger huko? What did you find in that industry?
So I remember there is this time nilikuwa mode. Nilikuwa mode. So I did my KCSE in 2016. Then nikakuwa mwalimu wa high school. I was a secondary school mathematics teacher. Shule inaitwa Bishop Aishere in Mahio. Mahio is in Nakuru County, Naivasha constituency.
Hebu ngoja, yani ulikuwa chepe hivi, ulitoka high school kama umekuwa mode?
Ndio.
Okay.
Mimi nimefunza Githafu.
Hiyo ni unique.
Kijana kwa campus hizi na aliclear 2017. Form 4. Hawa mpitia mikono yangu vizuri tena sana.
Okay.
So nimefunza hesabu
na tutaenda hapo actually.
Okay.
So umesema ulikuwa unafunza and then how did the marketing?
So hiyo time ndio hii kitu inaitangwa ilikuwa public likes ilitokeanga. Sisi kama mnajua public likes. So my big brother alikuanga ndani hiyo site, but then it was a scam, ilikuja kubeba dewase wengi. So from that time Jumi nilikuwa nimeingia public likes na nikaget ku feel your taste ya pesa online nikaipenda. But then unajua Wakenya ni wale tu, just because public likes ilikuja na ilikuwa scam, now they tend to believe that each and every platform that is being made inakuanga scam, which is a lie, because we have so many legit platforms. Now it's upon you to know which one is legit and which one is scam. So from that time, after public likes ilituosha, nimekuwa nikiingia zingine hapa na pale kamoja tuili hivyo from that time.
Naona so hiyo ndio unaweza sema ndio ilikujenga to the person you are now.
After that, after kujoin Kampo, kuna ingine ilikuwa inaitwa GIF, Global Internet Fortune. Nikaingianga hiyo, so tulikuwa tuna have kwenda huko hivyo kama ofisi ziko hapo hivyo commercial house whatever. But then as time went on tukakosana na CEO mbaya sana.
Ndio kama kuachana na hiyo
mimi nikaachana na huko.
Okay. So ulikuwa muongelelea about the education sector. Now, I'm to get that unakwanga ni JKUAT.
Yeah, JKUAT.
Doing which course?
Mimi nafanya economics. Mimi ni mtu wa biashara tu.
Wewe ni mtu wa biashara.
But initially after kumaliza high school nilitiwa actuarial science. So mimi ndio nilichange course nikaona actuarial science hapana. Nikaingia economics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Na ulikuwa mention something about youth. Unapenda sana ma youth man. Na sai unakwanga how old are you as per now?
This is niko 21.
Uko 21.
Na turn 22 on August 27th.
Now, hapo sasa wasi hapo sasa nataka kuingia. Hapo sana nataka kuingia. But if guys you didn't know right now, pali tuko ofisi. We in the luxurious najua yeye atasema humble home lakini si humble. We in the luxurious home of the Pluto at 21. Sasa nataka kutuambia siri. Na tunatoka hapa na siri leo.
Si hakuna siri. Kuchapa tu hustle.
Unajua watu wengi wangapi huku nje wamefanya hustle?
Now there is a Kikuyu saying inasemanga, in everything that you do you must keep God first, because unless God wants, that is the only time that you are going to amass wealth. Yes.
And I think we can witness that. So yako unaweza sema ni Mungu ndo amekutoa pale.
Mimi sina utajiri. Let me tell you something, my brother. Still in my saying in Kikuyu, kuna kitu moja tunasemanga, even if I have 100 cows, I cannot count and say I have 100 cows. Nitasema niko na ng'ombe mingi. Kama umejenga apartments kadhaa, utasema umejenga apartments 20. Utasema either more than 10 ama mingi. Because as a Kikuyu man, when you start counting your wealth, unaonyesha Mungu kwamba you are satisfied with what you have. So we don't do that. Yes.
Na something I've noticed about you, hata mtu mwenye amekufuata, unakuwa na positive mindset.
Sure.
A positive inashinanga imeku that's what keeps on ni what I'm building you and helping you to where you go. Sure. Is this the main contributor to pale umefika? Because for the people who follow the Pluto, you don't like negativity. That is one thing.
Yeah.
And I think we can see the fruits of it now. So unaweza sema hiyo ndio imekusaidia panga pale umefika.
Okay, that is one, having a positive mindset, and also working with people maybe who are higher than me. Because like for me, I drive a Nissan Juke, I have friends who are V8, I have friends with big cars, Range Rovers and all. I remember juzi, I went to a meeting and I have a friend of mine who is a forex trader. So amejenga nyumba ingine kubwa sana and magari, akona mingi. He's 23. Forex trader is 23. And now walikuwa ananiambia Pluto, sasa unatuibisha bana, utashinda hapo kuja na Nissan Juke bana. We need a big car. You see such kind of friends wanafanyanga feel like sometimes hakuna kitu nafanya. So you have to skill higher, like you have to work harder. Unaona, like inabidi manzee ulali manzee ukitafuta hii pesa unajua itoshangi. Hizi tosha. So unatafuta leo, unatafuta kesho, then unajua pia unakuwa usikue wale wa among the bad habits of falling into bad habits of drinking, women. Hiyo ndo inamaliza mwanaume. Na yeko tu ajabero dagone musakwe. Natuga na mwanake atoirio ni mwiteo. Sometimes little pride as a man, ama little ego as a man is usually necessary.
Yeah.
Yes. Because a man, venye nimesema mta translate hapo, eroda gone mushakwe. Something small, then you are down.
Yeah. So kwa hiyo party ya friends, sijui sasa ni kwa rafiki yako kwa sababu kama rafiki wenu na wanakupifikisha hapo. But that's a good one. Sure. Now, in the terms of education, how unawezangaje kubalance? Because you are a wide businessman, unakuanga sasa na business, you're more business mind focused.
Sasa hizi ni kunoma. Manzi, you can imagine you live in a country whereby like waangalie chenye kwa kichwa, hawaangalie chenye kwa ndani ya kichwa, wanaangalia chenye kwa juu ya kichwa, kwa sababu right now nafaa kuwa attachment. Deadline for us getting attachment is 15th this month. But each and every company that I've approached, wanaona uko na dreadlocks starting from banks, then wako like lazima uzishave. So sometimes pia ni challenge because right now I've not found a corporate yet that is ready to nini for an attachment. Watu wanasema ninyoe na sinyoi
wasisumbue
hata ili nijipea tacho sasa. Yeah, so sometimes balancing education and business si kitu rahisi.
But sasa wewe pale umefika si hakuna mahali education imekusaidia. Sasa ni kusema education basi ni ya
usiwahi sema education haitasaidia. Because you see in my dealings even as an influencer ama mwanabiashara, I need education to be able to strike deals. Nahitaji hiyo masomo ya class ndo niweze kuongea na watu.
Ni kweli.
Because sometimes when you are not mimi nasemanga talent, ability and education zinakuanga equally important. Because without education hautaweza ku strike deals. That's why you find watu wako na managers, wako na nini, au managers wanakulia pesa. That's why you still find mtu alikuwa celebrity, alikuwa influencer, 10 years down the line that person has nothing. Because he was unable to manage his finances. So you need education. Uwezi sema okay, for me haijanisaidia kupata pesa, but imenisaidia in terms of doing my deals. Because sijamaliza course niseme ati nimeajiriwa and I'm also not looking for employment. Yeah.
Ni kweli hapo. Now kuna kitu umemiss kutuambia. You are the Pluto CEO of the Home of Ideas. Now sasa tuambie Home of Ideas inakuanga basically nini?
When I started Home of Ideas, tulikuwa na form and aims. Tulikuwa tunataka ku find funds for the youths ndio tuweze ku promote their business ideas, but ikakuwa ni challenge because as a youth where do you even get these finances? Because kama youth man ukienda hadi ku set up business yoyote, and juzi I posted on my Instagram nikasema like for me have a certain hotel, and I remember acquiring those licenses and I'm a youth manze. This is a hotel that ni register enough only to hold 15 to 30 people. But I spent 25,000 on license, so nikiongelelea on majority of Kenyan youths na sasa hizo uja calculate hundreds of thousands that you used to set up that place.
Yeah, ni kweli.
Unaona? Now unakuta getting these funds for the youths haikuangi rahisi, so I had to drop that docket ya funding the youths, and nikadrop hizo zingine nikabakia na moja. I only do charity with Home of Ideas. Because I believe that the hand that gives is the hand that receives. I support a children's home iko Kawangware, place inaitwa Congo. Inaitwa Kawangware Initiative Center. It has 40 kids. So I've been with them since 2019 February. So tuna calculate 1.5 years since I started supporting that home. Yeah.
Na kuna kakitu about Kawangware. Then I was to come there now.
Yeah.
What is it about those kids in Kawangware? Because nakuonanga every time you are there giving them, spending time with them, wanakuanga wamefurahia sana.
You know, me I like creating bonds. Hakuna haja nikuje nikusaidie leo, kesho you need my help and I'll not be there. So badala ya kuhope from one place to another, wewe ukishikilia moja, ensure that umewasaidia to your level best. There is a certain girl anaitwa Alma, alikujanga akaniambia, sasa hizo I had nothing kuja akaniambia Pluto kuna children's, sorry for that, akaniambia Pluto kuna children's home iko mahali fulani, and those guys wanaangaliwa na mother moja, and that mother does not depend on any church. Unajua children's home mingi wana depend church
Ni kweli.
Huyu anadependia well wishers, nangoja mpita njia tu walete kitu. So we went there tukasurvey, tukaona venye kuko, so mimi nikamobilize some of my friends, tukaenda huko for the first time. And when we saw the smile on the kids faces, nikasema why can't we make it habit, like saizi tunafaa kwenda on 11th this month so tukasema why can't we make it a habit, like tunakuja each and every time Mungu ametubless na kitu, and I'm telling you for sure from that time nimeona grace ya God manze.
And mbona hujaifikiria basi kuanzisha foundation if you're really invested in these kids?
Home of Ideas is a foundation.
It's a foundation in itself.
Yeah.
Na nilisikianga kuna katheory ulikuanga nayo whereby kuna watu wako na pesa na hawajui waeke wapi. And then kuna watu wako na ideas lakini hawana pesa. Hako katheory bado kako?
Home of Ideas iko. Because sometimes you get to find people who have ideas but no money, and others who have money but no ideas. Bro, kama mimi niko na ideas bana, ni pesa sina.
Pesa iko.
Pesa ikiletwa manze tunakuwa billionaires bana. Ideas ziko lakini unajua capital haikuangi rahisi kupata. Mimi nasemanga start from where you can. Start from, because on my Instagram stories we wanna try to train my youths like you don't need 10,000 to start a business, you need that 100, that 500 shillings. Kuna jamaa fulani nilisaidia alikuja Kongo, alikuwa na 550 shillings Kwa naambia Pluto nisaidie 20,000 na akanionyesha business idea nataka kunini na nini. But now you see, for a business person like me, mimi nimefanya economics you just don't give out finances na there is no security of your money. Bring an asset. Unaona? Nikiwa na asset yako nimeshikilia, ukishindwa kunilipa, like ni able to take these asset. Unaona? Sasa jamaa alikuwa na asset ya kunipatia, so nikamuuliza kwa niko na ngapi, akaniambia kuna 550. I gave him a certain idea, akanibeba ufala akaenda. Akanibeba ufala na akaenda. Akasema nimekataa kumkopea pesa. Akaenda akatumia 150 akabakia na 400. Akaona hii 400 pia inaweza isha. So the guy decided to use my idea and saizi okay, alirudingi akanitake some months back akaniambianga na alianzia akaanza kupata 100 per day, but saizi ana earn 700 per day. You see, earning 700 per day na pia wewe ni youth okay, calculate that is around 21,000 in a month and you are not employed. Ile watu wanaogopa shitty business. Na ukiogopa, unajua tunasemanga the very best sign of clean money ni dirty hands. Dirty hands, uende kwa shamba umefanya kazi, that shows that's your hard work. Una get? Sign of clean money is dirty hands. Sisi tumeuza mboga. Tunaingia huko msituni, tunachukua mboga na hizi malori zinaitwa FRR Unajua tunachukua mboga type ya Glory F1, kuna nyingine inaitwa Coffen, if you go to Nyandarua iko common huko. Tunapeleka Marigiti with my friend anaitwa Kagacha Kariethe. Tumeuza viatu kutoka Gikomba. So it is not a fortune tukipata pesa kidogo, si fortune manze, it is something that you've worked for. Na hiyo jamaa nilikuwa namwambia like the moment you start earning, usiende ati lifestyle ya juu. Chukua example na wase kama akina Mulamwa. Mulamwa mimi nimemuona akinunua pikipiki ya kwanza, ya pili, he has more than 10
14 I think.
Yeah, kumaanisha inampatia more than 90,000 bikes peke yake. Juzi tumeona amenunua hadi shamba. You see? Juzi amepost screenshot yake ya M-Pesa analipa nyumba 9,000. Imepostiwa na Nairobi Gossip Club. A whole Mulamwa, but si ati Mulamwa ni mjinga, si ati hezi afford nyumba ya 50,000. Sometimes unaangalia priorities zako in life. Unaangalia priorities, unaona maybe you don't need a big lifestyle, you need these. Si ati mtu hawezi enda huko kuishi maisha posh each and every day, but unaangalia priorities za life. You want to save, don't look at now, unaangalia future.
Sasa na hizi business, the way you're business minded now, na ujaenda shule ati kujua hizi vitu zote. Ni nini ilikusaidia right now you can? Because unajua saa hii I know a majority kuinvest ati kusave ufikishe hapo. Ni kazi.
Mimi am a researcher na napenda kusoma. Since my time in high school mimi yule msenda kudropia makuts kadhaa, because I'm a researcher and I like kusoma stories these successful people since high school, because I was the best public speaker in the country. That is the year 2015 and I still took the title 2016. Became the Secretary General, that is a Kiambu County Student Leaders Association, while still in high school. Hizi mambo za public speaking. And as we talk right now, I'm the National Coordinator KUSO, Kenya University Students Organization. So in terms of leadership, in terms of research, napenda pia kusoma. Kuja uangalie kitabu kama The Intelligent Investor. Hiyo kitabu hakuna skill ikupatia. You know, people wait tuambiwe venye utaenda upate hizo pesa.
Ni kweli.
Ni skill moja ingine mingi uziunganishe ndio upate hiyo cent moja. You get? Kuna vitabu mingi, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Kuna The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. As in, there are so many books that you can read na zikupatia that financial wisdom.
Now, because as we are listening to you, umefanya vitu mingi, from uza nakagacha bro wako to online business to fashion na kitambo kidogo you are a singer. Acha sasa tuvuke hapo. Guys, if you didn't know, eneni kwa feed ya Pluto Instagram, you'll see amepost ngoma zingine za amefanya. Watu kaa sisi die hard fans, we had albums in the house. What happened?
Nilianzia na kusema I have a history. I have a history.
Sasa hiyo history.
Nilikuwa mtu wa kegosho mbaya.
Tulikuwa
gospel. By the way, hakuna church sikuwa nimeingia PCA church like in Kenya from wapi, Naivasha, Nakuru. Nimeenda so many PCA churches because nilikuwa na ACK Anglican
Yeah.
Wakati nilikuwa naimba na perform tunauza disc tapes kadhaa. Hiyo pesa pia ilikuwa inanisaidia kusurvive, kulipa school fees because I don't come from a good background ati niseme ati mzee wangu ako na pesa. Mzee ana kitu. Lakini mimi watoto wangu watasema they come from a rich dad.
A rich dad, ndio sasa. So sasa ndio swali iko hapo sasa. You had that life, ukaimba, ukatuimbia. Watu kama sisi nilikuwa PCA nikasikia ukiimba, then all of a sudden tuzo akanyamaza. Or let's say ndego Kamau akanyamaza.
Some things happened in my life that sipendi kuongelelea. So yeah. And my very foundation mwenye amenilea, that is my, tunasema kulewa kiroho, si ndio? Na the only person who believed in my vision was my grandmother, but apparently she died on that is last year. Yes, she died last year. So that is the only person who believed in my dream. Unajua kuna hilo namwambia shosho, mimi siku moja nitanunua gari. Yeye ndiye tu anaona how joke. Siku moja nitajenga. Siku moja nitapanda ndege. That is the only person who believed in me. And apparently when she died, unajua sometimes you feel like you've lost it all, maze. Like dealing into depression after losing her. And but later nirudi tena nikatoka kwa Christianity, kwanza nika-convert saizi ya Muslim. Yeah, and I'm not asking for anyone's opinion about my religion. Because whatever choice I make, it is because it is well thought of.
Yeah. That's a good one. Now, kwa hiyo sekta ya wimbo bado, we saw uliteka pause, but last year ukatuleta ingine banger for the wadu wa nyoba, that is. Nilikuwa inaitwa Decode ya Q.
Hiyo song nilikuwa nimerecord kitambo sana. Pia nilikuwa nimeshoot like even 1 year before ni release actually. Ilikuwa tu kwa studio. Ilikuwa tu ile kujaribu tu kurudi tu.
Na ulijiandikia hiyo ngoma?
But ukisikiza hiyo ngoma unaona usikize vizuri. Kuna message nilikuwa na portray, but
yeah, so actually niliona hiyo message and it's a good message, but hatutaongelelea vile umesema sahi, and it's actually at a good place right now. Mbona iko over 40k, so watu wanapenda ngoma za Pluto. Mbona utuwekee zingine? Umetunyamazi.
Mimi si msanii, siwezi sema mimi ni mwimbaji.
Lakini si watu walipenda, ama si unapatia watu kenye walipenda?
Kwambia I'm just a random nigga with a smartphone.
With a smartphone,
I don't have a title. Mimi hata tuseme mimi ni hustler. Hustler.
Okay. Now, hustler hapa hivi sasa niliona ulikuwa umetupostia kitambo. Kuna vile unataka kuingia politics. Niliona ulisema unataka kuwa MP mahali.
You know, watu hukataa, each and every person is a political. Akona ile political aspect ndani yake. Because when God was creating man, aliweka tu ile political aspect. And I've been in politics. I've been in leadership, and saizi iko na siasa nafanyia kazi kidogo. Na iko watu tunasukuma pia into student leadership ndani ya campuses. But mimi bado sijapatiana msimamo wangu. Wenye walikuwa wanasema about kusimama MP Naivasha. Pesa iko wapi bana?
Lakini sinaona unasaidia Dela. Sahi.
Extendela,
sorry.
Extendela is my good friend, so namsaidia kupanga kazi. Kama ni time yao kwanza tuwasukume. Time yetu pia itafika.
Kwa hivyo tuko sure we very soon. Tunakuona na wewe huko nje.
Kwanza tupange kazi. You know, unajua politics is not just a game of numbers. Politics is a game of strategy. Politics is a game of strategy. I remember, but I don't want to mention this. Huko hivyo Jomo Kenyatta University, there is an aspirant I was supporting. Alikuwa anasimama sports and entertainment. My aspirant was weak and was not known. But the opponent was famous. Na wale watu walikuwa wanachipin kwa siasa zake, people who had financial powers, including the then president JKUAT, but who is my good friend. Alikuwa anamsupport pia. But then we realized that unajua siasa si mdomo.
Ni kweli hiyo.
Siasa ni uingie chini ya maji kwanza upange kazi, you lay foundation and good strategies hata kama bado mtamwaga pesa, hiyo inakuja baadaye. And we won with a lot more than 60%.
Whoa.
And we controlled the docket and the union. So politics, sitasema I'm so good in politics, but I have so many friends in politics. Mkikaa nao chini na get kulearn 1 or 2 things. Yeah, but soon nitajoin politics.
That's a good one. Now that has been, you know, we tumesikia a lot from you, and at only 21. Remember that, guys, at only 21. Now what is your goal unajionanga in the next 5 years? Wacha hata nisiende 5 years, wacha niseme 10 years. Who do you see yourself? Do you still see yourself as the nigga with a smartphone?
In the next 10 years, if I do not marry, my daughter will be 11 years 6 months. Because I have a daughter who is 1 year 6 months.
Yeah.
Yes. Watu wengi hawajui hiyo. I have a daughter who is 1 year 6 months. Napenda huyo mtoi sana. Actually, another reason to why I dream so much. In 10 years time, I see myself in Paris. Tukiwa na mtoi tumetulia mahali. Ya balcony mahali tu tunajiburudisha tu kidogo. Tukizunguka hii dunia.
So unajua umezunguka, umeestablish kila kitu soko mapumziko.
I want to retire at 25.
But that's a big goal.
Yeah.
That's a big goal. Haikushtuangi? Hiyo goal haikushtuangi? Ama pale umefika, you've beat so many odds mpaka.
Unajua watu wanakuanga na different things in what they want in life. Kuna mwenye anataka 10 billion, kuna mwenye anataka 1 billion. Unajua people have different goals. Unajua for me I just want ifike to a point that you cannot lack. You do not have this specified amount ama this specified wealth, but uko tu at ile point yenye you cannot lack. Hakuna bill huwezi lipa. You can be able to roam through the world and all that. You can also be able to help other people, to uplift others. Me, at that point, see, you're just satisfied. Now you wait to die.
Yeah.
And to meet your creator.
That's a deep one. Well, I think that's been a good one. Personally, nikikaa hivi, I feel like after this I'm going to be a millionaire. Like I don't know what else I'm waiting for, because that, as you've heard, guys, that is the plot with his story. And now maybe unaweza angalia the main camera and tell what do you have for them now?
Me I like throwing a challenge to the youths. There is this writer anaitangwa, my favorite one, anaitwa Pepe Minambo. Pepe Minambo anasemanga, it's so unfortunate in our world today that people are running and chasing after certificates and not really interested to acquire solid knowledge. Little do they know that someone may be well educated but not really knowledgeable. Yesterday I posted a post on my Insta stories, and there was this guy with a degree and a gown. Alikuwa kwa streets anaomba do, anasema please help, you know. And there was Francis Atwoli Road. And there was a kid, primary kid standing hapo hivyo kando, alikuwa anaangalia huyo msee. Now what has been, nini ilikuwa inaendelea in the mind of that young kid? Like, I'm going to school, nimalize class 8, niende from 1 to from 4, join university, and there are no jobs. Because education, Kenyan system teaches us to be competitive, but it does not teach us how to make money. So it's upon you, kama uko university, acha kusema ati unasoma, tafuta hustle. Utakuwa disappointed umalize na uko. My friend, I have so many friends who are engineers, but hawako job. Like mimi, whenever we are doing online business, I have software developers, mi upea kazi, watu wame graduate, and I'll have to pay them by the end of the month. Wenye wananifanyia kazi hadi kwa hoteli, in my cereal shops, wengine ni watu wako na degree, I won't lie to you. Unaona, ni mtu amesoma lakini throughout nini yake akifanya kazi akiisoma mzee alikuwa anaona focus, anaambia education is the key. Hiyo ni uongo. Hatukatai it's the key, lakini not to each and every door. So you have to try, jaribu vitu mingi manze hadi penye ukiona student ana hustle anauza masweet huko ndani ya Jacob, manze hiyo ni student mi respect sana. Juu najua hata nikiweza pata hustle nimpatie, ni msi anajua 1 + 1 kwa business is equals to 2. Una get? So if today I was a big boss in a big company, and watu wamekuja interview and you are to give jobs, there is that person graduate na first class honors, kuna second upper, kuna second class lower hivyo. You see, huyu mtu mwenye ni wa first class, unajua huyo mzee labda kitu tu anajua ni masomo.
Ni kweli.
Kimpatia kazi atakuja hapa hivi and atablanda. Kwa sababu you know work, it's not only about what you learn in school. It's about how you relate with the other employees, how you relate with the interviewers and interviewees. You get? So you need more than just class education to be successful in life. There is certain professors, you alikuwa ameenda which university in Kenya, akasema that academic excellence is overrated, and being at the top of your class does not mean that you'll be at the top of your life. Being the best finance student does not mean that you'll make more money than the others. Being the best law student does not mean that you are going to become the best lawyer in the country. Because life needs more than that. Yeah, so vile mimi kitu ndakwambia ni manze, tafuta hustle. Hivyo tu. Pia kama unasoma tafuta hustle manze. Ujui kwenye life yako itaenda up. Mimi nafanya economics, lakini to be honest hata tunatafuta attachment. Hakuna mahali mimi nitaenda kutafuta kazi economics. Juu sidhani itanisaidia. Because already umetafuta hustle, umejua kwenye life yako inaenda. Me, I'm more of a real estate guy. Saizi what I do, developing property and then you sell. I've been in circles of real estate, so hiyo ndio kazi yenye nachapa sana saizi.
Wow. So your advice to them is asifocus too much.
Wachape hustle.
Wachape hustle. Man, that was a deep one. Hey, you guys, as in nasikia hata nitoe sadaka sijui. That is knowledge. Hiyo ni knowledge nyingine tumepata leo for free. And that was our boy Pluto. Now you guys don't go anywhere. Thank you so much Pluto, by the way, for having us and for this HYP'D Talk. It was amazing. I know you guys at Palevo, you've gotten something, actually a lot, not something, a lot. But don't go anywhere because up next is Fun and Games with the Pluto again. And stay tuned to see what will happen.
Welcome to the Fun and Games with me, Karumba, and I'm so excited. I know you've seen from the HYP'D Talk that today Pluto is here with us. So join me and stay tuned to know what he knows and what he doesn't know. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
So I'll only ask you 3 questions.
Okay.
The rules are very clear. One question is 100 points. Kama ujui unasema pass.
Okay.
Yes, so I will start with the first question. Nimesikia ulikuwa mwalimu. So I'll start with the Kiswahili one.
Okay.
Kiota ni nyumba ya nini?
Birds.
Birds kwa Kiswahili?
Ndege.
Ndege. So that is 100 points for the first question. And the second question is, biashara iko kwa ngeli gani?
Easy.
Easy. Biashara
Imeanguka, biashara zimeanguka.
So that's 200. This time naona hamwangushi. So my last question is always a tongue twister. So I will give you a tongue twister.
Okay.
The rules for the tongue twister is unaisema haraka 3 times.
Okay.
Yes. So the tongue twister goes like this. It reads, I slit the sheet I slit, and on the slitted sheet I sit.
Yani yaro nirudi mara tatu.
Mara tatu. Unaweza rudia pole ndo ushike.
Okay.
I slit the sheet. The sheet I slit. And on the slitted sheet I sit.
I slit the sheet. The sheet I slit, and the slitted sheet I
sit.
Sit memaliza kama.
Mara tatu.
I slit the sheet. The sheet I slitted is
Imekata. Tujaribu ya mwisho.
Okay. I slit the sheet. The sheet I slit. I sit.
I shit.
Shit. Okay.
I shit, I slit. Anyway, that has been Fun and Games, and Pluto proves to us that he almost knows everything. So stay tuned to see more segments with us.
So welcome back, guys.
guys to the movies and music segments. Now, you know, this is my favorite spot because today, napata kuwapea my exclusives. And these are the things that have moved me. So the first one is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Now, you can go check this movie out. It's a really nice movie. It's an action stroke adventure movie. You can go check it out because what I loved about it is iko na moyo ya wushu, inaitwa the wushu effect and the taishu effect. If you like taekwondo, this is the movie for you. The Jackie Chan vibes. Go check it out. It has a rating age of 13 plus. So if you're 13 plus, it's a plug for you. Now, the movie bado ijatokea. All you will see is the trailer. It's coming up on September. So you can go see the trailer because when you wait for this movie and when it comes and when it drops, you will thank me later. So here it is.
I thought I could change my name, start a new life, but I could never escape his shadow.
My son, you can't run from your past.
And for a second movie, now this is an animation. Na hii inaitwa Boss Baby 2. Najua ilitokea kitambo, but if you didn't get to see it, now I'm giving you now so you can see it. It has a good rating of 13 plus. So if you're 13 plus, this again is the movie for you or the animation for you. Still a storyline because it's actually kind of the same, and it's called The Family Business. Boss Baby 2, The Family Business Edition. You can go check it out. It has a rating of 6, and I told you if you see a movie that has 6 plus, that is actually a good movie. So you can go check it out, as I said, and of course you will thank me later.
Diamonds all in my ring, player. Gold watches, gold chain, player. Walk in the building, I own it.
Uncle Ted, I missed you so much.
That's my girl.
Woohoo!
You can't solve everything with money.
But you can, Tim.
You haven't changed at all. You're still a big baby. Suck it, Ted.
You suck.
Get that passy out of my face.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt. I mean, it's a riveting conversation, but why don't you both suck it?
And now for the music segments, leo niko na moja tu hapa hivi, and it's from our locals, anaitwa Prince KB na alitokea nyingine inaitwa Umenitosha. Now this is actually a visualizer, you can go listen to it. Kenye nilibamba is what I loved about it mostly, it's the vibes, you know, and the beats. It was giving me kind of like the Avicii style. May his soul rest in peace. So you can go listen to it, and it's actually a Swahili version. So endo isikize and you will love it, and of course, as I said, you will thank me. Well, that was it for our movies and music editions or segments. Of course, if you want to see more and more, all you have to do is wait for episode number 11, and it's about to be a late one. So see you next on our next segment.